Alright. Are we streaming? Is it working? Top chat isn't working. Hello? Oh, you're lagging. Is it working? Let's see here. Oh. Adjusting things, adjusting things. Don't mind me. There we go. Alright. I think we're streaming. So, howdy everybody. Welcome to A Date in Time. I recently discovered this little fan game. It's not an official game. It's based on and using characters from the game called A Hat in Time. I have played two routes of this. I've played the Conductor's route and I've played Snatcher's route. I wasn't intending on playing Snatcher's route first, but I ended up in this forest and it just kind of worked out. So... Oh, wow, okay. I forgot that we get right into it. So let's just get right into it, I guess. Greetings, fellow space traveler. Before you beg in... I think there's an unnecessary space there. Before you begin in... Before you begin your fantastic friendship and or romance-based journey, for experience personalization purposes, please tell me your name. Now, just for this playthrough, I'm gonna go ahead and use my normal name, which is Faith. And what are your pronouns? I love how they ask this and they have the option of they, them. Amazing. I am a she, her. I see. Faith is a lovely name for a beautiful woman such as yourself. I'm going to try to voice act. I'm going to try. It's not going to work out very well, but I'm going to try to match the characters, how they sound in the game. I can help make your gaming experience even more personalized. What is your hair color? I am a blonde. Of course, blonde hair looks great on you. Is it natural? Finally, for additional future reference, would you like to provide your eye color? Yes, I have blue eyes. Indeed, your eyes are an exquisite shade of blue. You may need to provide a map for your potential paramours as they may become lost in them. Now please enjoy your thrilling relationship-based adventure, fellow space traveler. I love this fan game already. It's just seeing the artwork and the characters the first time I played it, I was just clapping my hands and cheering. It was amazing. Okay, so let's start. It's been 2 days since you finally got fed up and decided to leave your home planet behind. All it took was a trip to the used spaceship dealer and a few hours in line at the DIV, Department of Interplanetary Vehicles. You're finally free. You can go anywhere you want. Nobody and nothing to hold you back. A new future, all laid out and waiting for you. There's my ship, right there. As you sail through the endless starry skies, passing planets of all shapes, sizes, and colors, you spot something ahead. It's another spaceship. There it is, Hat Kid's spaceship. As is universal spaceship code, you slow down to a crawl and send them a greeting signal on your radio as you pass by. Some may call it a honk. You get a signal back in the form of peppy, upbeat chiptune music. As you slowly pass, you sigh and look back up at your window. You wonder what they're up to over there. Hello, cat. Space is beautiful, but lonely. It's just you, your ship, and the little girl standing in the corner of your sight. Wait. A little girl? How did she get on your ship? You didn't hear the teleporter activate.
Hi! Hi!
I'm gonna say, hello? The child giggles at you. You are rather concerned.
Another traveler, huh?
You nod slowly. Are you about to get robbed?
Well, I'm having a birthday party today. Everybody's invited.
You sit there, mouth slightly agape. This girl just broke in to invite you to her birthday party? Okay, sure. You may as well, especially when she grabs your wrist and starts dragging you to your ship's teleporter. You were feeling lonely anyway. What could possibly go wrong? You find yourself on another ship. It's certainly different. It's much, much roomier than yours, and you don't recognize the shape. Was it custom made? You start to wonder if this kid comes from a wealthy family when the sound of your new companion calling for everyone's attention snaps you out of your thought.
Everybody listen! I brought a new friend!
It's then that you notice out of all the people in the room, none of them look like they belong in the same place. A kid with a mustache, a chef in a red coat, a yellow bird in a suit, a cat in an apron. There's so many of them, and they just get more ridiculous. You see a penguin with an afro and platform shoes, a walrus in a ship's captain hat, a purple ghost of some sort, and another little girl with a bow in her hair and a kitten in her arms. Most of them look at you skeptically. You respond with an awkward wave, and the other little girl smiles and waves back.
Introduce yourself to everyone. Don't be shy.
The kid pushes you forward as you realize you don't have a say in the matter. Hey, I'm Faith. Nice to meet you all. The majority either nod hesitantly or mutter in agreement before dispersing to the other rooms. The kid who dragged you here giggles. That had better not be my mother.
Faith? That's a cool name. You can call me Hat Kid.
Nice to meet you, Hat Kid. Hat Kid grins brightly. She seems quite proud of herself. I love the art style in this game. It's so cute.
You know, you seemed pretty lonely out there. Why don't you go talk to everyone? Stick with me and you won't be lonely anymore.
Well, what have you got to lose? Might as well try. Alright, I'll give it a shot, I guess. Where will you go? I'm going to introduce myself to everyone just so I can practice my voice acting. But ultimately, for this episode, I'm probably going with the Mafia boss. Just because I haven't done him yet. And I'm actually going to put myself into it. Let's start with the kitchen. Let's go down the line. The kid with the bow in her hair. You find yourself unable to resist the call of the kitten in the child's arms. You walk over, hands clasped behind your back. No need to go crazy. Hi, nice kitty you have there. Now, when I first found this out, I was like, oh my god, her name is Sprinkles! I have an OC named Sprinkles, and she's a cat. So this is perfect. I don't know how Bo Kid's voice sounds. If I had my old roommate with me, I would have her voice act for Bo Kid.
Hello, her name is Sprinkles.
Sprinkles is purring quite loudly. You can hear it from a couple feet away. It melts your cold, lonely heart.
Do you want to pet her? She's friendly.
You nod and reach out, gently petting the head of the kitten who begins to purr louder. I'm gonna mess up these voices so much. I'm gonna switch between voices. It's gonna be a mess, but I'm having fun, so.
Ugh. She likes you. That means you're a kind person. She only likes nice people.
You nod again, though you aren't sure about this girl's logic.
I'm Bo Kid. I love animals. Do you want to meet my other pets sometime?
You are sorely tempted by their offer of soft and fluffy animals. You'll have to think about it. I just might take you up on that.
Okay, see you later.
She skips off and you find yourself feeling a little happier. Now I talk to the girl with the mustache. You have many questions about the mustache on this girl. Is it real? You approach the girl, noticing that her arms are crossed as if she's trying not to enjoy the party. Hey there.
Oh, hey, I guess that kid dragged you to her party too, huh?
You nod. Yeah, she just kinda kidnapped me from my spaceship. Does she do this often? The girl is unable to hold back a chuckle.
Yeah, she does. A real go-getter. She basically just kidnapped most of the people here.
That explains a few things. Well, at least I'm not the only one.
What's your name? You don't seem to be as bad as a lot of the others here.
As bad. An oddly backhanded compliment, but you'll take it. I'm Faith. Nice to meet you.
I'm Mustache Girl, hero of justice. Or, well, almost. I'm not exactly a hero yet, but I will be soon.
She crosses her arms and looks away, muttering something like, I would be a hero already if that kid hadn't stopped me. However, she quickly brightens up again.
But hey, if you ever want to fight bad guys, you should come see me. We can right all kinds of wrongs all over the world.
As with typical Stecky fashion, I am struggling to read. Can you see me squinting? The face cam. Do you see? You nod hesitantly. It almost sounds fun. I'll think about it. I talk to the cat. You approach the cat in the coat, watching as she ices an absolutely enormous cake. It has 5 layers, almost like a wedding cake, with a pale yellow icing. The smell makes your mouth water slightly. I am spitting everywhere, so that's kind of fitting. Excuse me. The cat turns to you. She looks a bit startled at first, but then smiles in an easygoing way.
Well, hey, well, hey there. You must be the kid's new friend.
You can barely take your eyes off the cake. It looks so delicious. I apologize to any people who have a southern accent that I am offending right now. Oh, yeah, I'm Faith, and yeah, that kid just kind of dragged me off my ship.
I see. Well, don't worry, she doesn't mean any harm.
You want to believe these claims. You want to so badly.
I'm Cookin' Cat. Cookin' Cat. I stick around here to cook for Hat Kid. She needs the help.
Nice to meet you, Cooking Cat. The cake looks and smells absolutely amazing. Cooking Cat blushes bashfully.
Oh, well, I'm not that good. But thank you anyway, sugar.
You smile. She seems nice. Wait, did you make this entire cake yourself? Wow. She blushes brighter. That's really impressive. Do you own a restaurant or something I could visit sometime? Cooking Cat shakes her head.
No, I'm afraid not, but you can always stop by here and I'll make you something, sugar pie.
You nod enthusiastically. Definitely. Okay, next we're going to the machine room. Oh boy! Let's see if I can do his heavy Scottish accent. You walk up to the odd bird creature, or at least you think it's a bird. Hello there, lass. I see the little lassie. I can't speak! These characters have such different accents. It's driving me crazy. Hello there, lass. I see the little lassie dragged you here too. Yeah, she's pretty, Is calling her insane a reasonable answer? The bird seems to be her friend, but also... You're thinking the little lassie is a wee bit crazy, ain't ye? The bird creature chuckles loudly, though it doesn't exactly sound friendly to you. Well, you ain't wrong. He pauses for a moment before realizing something, gasping under his breath. Ah, right, I need to introduce myself. He quickly stands up tall in order to flash you a grin, bowing in a rather goofy manner, in your opinion at least. I'm the conductor. The most excellent and handsome and skilled train owner in all of the world. And, the only train owner in the world. He places a hand to his chest with pride. I also make the best Western movies that anyone has ever seen. The Scottish accent is wearing off. The conductor smiles, shaking his head a bit. He looks thoughtful for a second. And you are? Oh, my name's Faith. Just bought a spaceship? It's quite a name, lassie. The conductor relaxes back into a less upright pose and motions for you to shoo. Ye should be heading back to the party before the wee lass comes searching for ya and ruins me alone time. I'll talk with you later after the party if you want. The conductor gains an excited gleam in his lack of eyes. Maybe he just gave off the energy of being excited. Excited. Either way, you could sense it. Perhaps I could even show you me train eventually. That might be fun. You'll put that on a rain check. More like a train check! Okay, feel free to leave. Let's talk to the disco penguin. You approach the groovy-looking penguin nervously. Hey, you're the new gal, right? Nice to meet you, darling. You smile, waving politely. So, what brings you to this side of the party, darling? You think about it a moment. Well, this side seems more energetic. Plus, you have some cool dance moves. He lights up, doing a complex twirl ending with a distinctive disco pose. Well, I'm flattered, darling. You can call me DJ Grooves. Your name is Faith, isn't it? You nod. I'm a movie director. I make movies for everyone to enjoy. You should drop by sometime and watch one. They're all fabulous, darling. You raise an eyebrow, intrigued by the concept of alien movies. Sounds interesting. See you later, DJ Grooves. Bye, darling. Okay, we are in the machine room. Let's go to engine room. I would talk to the nautical walrus. Now, I don't remember this guy's voice. Partly because I haven't seen or played the DLC very recently. I love the wording. You're in awe at the size of this lad. Absolute unit. Hello? What is it, pup? I didn't realize we had nicknames already. What are you talking... You stifle a laugh as he looks up, properly acknowledging you for the first time since you walked in. I'm not quite a pup, you see. You can barely suppress the grin on your face. Oh, I see. The walrus looks away and an awkward silence ensues. You can hardly stand it. So, did the kid kidnap you too? The walrus looks up at you and nods, taking a drag on his 2 cigarettes. Now, the 2 cigarettes, I have to mention, the 2 cigarettes reminds me of Captain Hook. Because Captain Hook had a pipe that had 2 ends on it that you could put 2 cigars in. So that's what that reminds me of. Just thought I'd mention that. Oh, I can just press enter. That's so helpful. Yup, she took me right off my ship. We leave in a couple weeks, too. You're the captain of a ship? Cool. There's a brief pause as the captain takes another long drag. Yeah, a cruise liner. There's still some tickets left if you want to get a room. You consider it. Since you got a good deal on your ship, you probably have enough money left over for a cruise ticket. Maybe I will. Now let's talk to the chef in the red coat. I love the art style for him. You approach the grumpy-looking chef curiously. Oh boy, another accent. Largely because he looked like he leapt right off the label of a can of spaghetti sauce. Okay, let me see if I can remember his accent. It is you, the kid with the hat. Okay. Ah, so you're another person the little hat girl has kidnapped. Yup, dragged me right off my ship. The insolence of that child. If it were not for the fact that she got me my body back, I would tear her apart. You are taken aback. What did she do to this guy? But that is in the past. Who are you, fellow kidnappee? I'm Faith, just an ordinary space traveler. I see. The man puts his hands on his hips, standing proudly with a confident grin. You are standing before the most powerful man you will ever witness. I am the boss of the Mafia of Cooks, the greatest gang on the planet. You can call me the Mafia Boss. Sure. Nice to meet you too, Mafia Boss. Likewise, traveler. Now scram! I need to give that kid what for. The man leaves and you find yourself puzzled. What a strange assortment of party guests this kid has kidnapped. You start to leave the room, but your path is blocked by the kid who dragged you there in the first place.
I see you met the Mafia Boss.
She giggles.
He's not as bad as he seems. But, I should give you some advice.
Hat Kid leans in and whispers to you conspiratorially.
Don't eat anything the Mafia cooks. It'll kill you. I tested it.
The kid skips off and you shudder. You hope she didn't actually test it by eating something dangerous. Okay, next, bedroom. Oh boy! There's only one person in here. I will talk to the purple ghost. You approach the noodly ghost thing. Oh, it's you. You nod awkwardly and wave. Let me guess. You're looking for a spot to hide. Sure am. That's great, but this is my hiding spot. I was here first, so get lost. You cross your arms and frown. You don't have to be so rude about it. My name's Faith. What's yours? His smile drops for a moment, but it's quickly replaced with a rather large and fixed grin. I'm the Snatcher. Now, unless you plan to sign over your soul and become my next brain-dead contractor, I suggest you get out. It doesn't seem like the Snatcher is in the mood for company right now. All right, well, bye then. You spin on your heels and start to leave the room, but Let me speak proper English, please. Your path is blocked by the kid who dragged you there in the first place.
That went surprisingly well.
She gently jabs you with her elbow and winks.
I think he likes you.
You briefly wonder if like has a different meaning on her planet. Alright, I think I've talked to everyone. Yep. I'm good, thanks. Now that you're done with introductions, the birthday cake gets wheeled out. Hat Kid calls everyone into the main room, cutting slices for everyone. You end up eating enough cake to make yourself sick, and there's still plenty left. Before you know it, the party's over and Hat Kid walks you back to her teleporter.
See you later, Faith.
See you around, Hat Kid. You return to your spaceship and promptly make your way to bed, feeling tired from all the excitement. What a day. You started off a lonely space traveler, but by the end you attended a birthday party and met a whole cast of kooky characters. You even had the best cake you've ever tasted. Maybe you should make some friends. Being around other people was actually pretty fun for a change. Thoughts about everyone you met swirl in your head as you fall asleep. You awaken again to the sound of your ship's soft humming and sigh. You aren't entirely certain that yesterday actually happened. It felt like a dream. Nonetheless, you have a smile on your face as you put on your clothes and get ready for another day. Once you're done, you stroll out to your cockpit with a twinkle in your eye to continue your space exploration. You walk into the cockpit only to find 3 familiar faces waiting for you, sitting on the floor with note cards in the midst of a heavy debate.
This is stupid! Come on, Mustache Girl, you gotta help us get Faith to be friends with someone. Maybe the conductor? No, I think Snatcher's a better idea.
Really? I was thinking him or DJ Grooves.
Ugh, both of you are wrong. Cooking Cat is the real answer.
What are you doing here? Why are you on my ship? All three stand up, putting away their note cards like little kids caught passing notes in class. Hat Kid and Bow Kid strike poses while Mustache Girl simply crosses her arms with a huff.
You forgot to change your teleporter password again, so I decided that we should help you make a friend. I'm here to help too.
Me three, I guess. Mustache Girl rolls her eyes. You know, you really don't have to.
But we do! We've explored every inch of your ship, and from our expert detective analysis,
Hat Kid pulls out a magnifying glass.
We have concluded that you don't have any friends. Not even one.
Bow Kid chimes in, which makes you wonder if they've rehearsed this.
Well, not anymore. We're your friends now, and we're gonna get you more friends.
You open your mouth to refute their factually true claim, but find yourself unable to muster up an objection. They're right, after all.
So, pick.
Pick? Pick what?
Pick which one of us you want to help you, silly. One of us will accompany you from now on and help you make friends.
Now, last time I picked Bow Kid. Because, animals. And I love animals too. But this time I'm gonna pick Hat Kid. Just because... it's Hat Kid. Come on. You point at Hat Kid. I pick you then. You're the one insistent on this, so... Hat Kid's eyes light up.
Don't you worry, Faith. You won't regret it. You'll be the happiest space traveler ever when I'm done with you.
You aren't sure what to think of all this. Alright.
Okay, so now we just need to decide where we're going. Here, I drew you pictures of where you can go. I even added who will be there. So take your pick.
Mafia Town. Sounds like a fun place. Hat Kid smiles at you and gives you a thumbs up.
I thought you'd pick Mafia Town. It's kinda crazy, but also really fun.
Hat Kid's face turns smug and she elbows you mischievously.
So who caught your eye, Faith? Was it Cooking Cat? She's nice.
You cross your arms, staying quiet. Hat Kid shrugs.
Well, it was worth a try.
You watch as Hat Kid strolls to your teleporter and keys in some complex coordinates, concerned about how skilled with technology she is. Maybe she's from a species that ages slowly? Or she's just a genius.
Hop in, Faith.
You stand beside Hat Kid in the teleporter and whoosh away with a mechanical whir to the bustling town below. Okay, this part I haven't seen yet. Look at the artwork. You find yourself in a gorgeously sunny place with seagulls flying through the air, the smell of salty ocean air, and a refreshing breeze.
Welcome to Mafia Town. Let's have some fun in the sun.
You nod. Yeah, let's.
Hey, since I've been here before, why don't you take the lead? Don't worry, I'll stay nearby.
Sounds like a plan. So you'll just let me explore at my own pace?
Yep. I'll try to stay out of your way outside of some help here and there.
Okay. You glance around and start looking around at the surroundings. Around. Finding that you have many places to explore. All around are guys in blue suits and aprons whom you assume to be the mafia that the red-coated chef leads. It looks like you're free to explore as you wish. There are nifty-looking areas in all directions. Where will you go? Let's go to the balcony. After some wandering, you find yourself at a balcony. Where a single mafia member is sitting, gazing out at the view. Looking out, you can see kites flying in the sky. Hot air balloons floating lazily. Through the thin atmosphere of the sky, you can see the moon and other planets in this solar system, as well as many stars. You can even see your own ship. It's absolutely beautiful, leading you to sit down in order to take in this view. You're lost in thoughts for a few minutes before a voice makes you jump and you turn to look at the source. It's beautiful, is it not? Mafia finds Mafia Town view to always be amazing. It really is a beautiful sight. Mafia is glad you agree, or else Mafia would have had to punch you. What brings you to Mafia Town, strange alien? Fuck. I want to say I'm a tourist, but that would be a lie. Hat Kid dragged me along. Hat Kid roped me into exploring this planet after her birthday party, basically. You hear your wing kid chuckle. It isn't even wrong. Ah, you know the little hatted child, I see. While she did beat up Mafia Boss, she did also get Boss's body back. Mafia is confused on whether or not to be punching Hatted Child. Well, her birthday was yesterday, so maybe don't? Hatted Child will be spared this time. For birthday. You breathe a sigh of relief as you leave to resume exploring. Where will you go? Let's go to the beach. You run around the town, eventually making your way to a beach on the far side of the island. It's pretty! I love the artwork in this game. It's warm and sunny, and the sparkling waters look inviting. However, there are a bunch of Mafia goons around. One of them approaches you. Oh no. Who are you? You are not a Mafia. You do not get to enjoy Mafia Beach unless you pay toll to Mafia. Ooh, I don't want to start a fight. But I don't want to half lie to him. I have a very strict policy that I do not lie. Because it makes me feel guilty, and that is not a fun feeling. I really don't want to start a fight, though. Actually, I know your boss. Actually, I met your boss yesterday at Hat Kid's birthday party. You're hoping that they'll let you slide in if you're nice. You are a friend of Small Hatted Child and met boss? Mafia sees. You must be friend of Mafia. What is your name? I'm Faith. Nice to meet you. I am Mafia. All others on beach are also Mafia. Nice to meet you, Mafia. You are free to enjoy Mafia Beach. Thanks?
Wow, nice job, Faith. You're a natural.
You scratch your head and chuckle. Thanks, Hat Kid.
So, you want to play ball?
Sure. You spend some time playing beach volleyball with Hat Kid and some of the Mafia. You haven't had fun like this in a long time. Eventually, you move on back to exploration. There's still a whole town to check out. Where will you go? I wonder where I shall go. Perhaps to the observatory? Oh, look at the little star pattern. While exploring the alleyways and streets of Mafia Town, you find yourself going up some stairs. No! Stairs in Mafia Town! At the top you find a purple building decorated with golden stars and moons, with a telescope emerging from the roof aimed at the sky. Amazed, you look for and locate a door and try it. Unfortunately, it's locked. Sighing, you walk around it, only to run into a person who, surprisingly, doesn't seem to be from the Mafia. You fall backwards comedically, though the stranger reaches out a hand to help you up. Oh, it's a tourist. Whoa there, buddy. Sorry if I was in the way. I didn't see you coming. Are you alright? It's okay. I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm fine. The stranger helps you up and you dust yourself off as he smiles. Good. I was afraid you'd gotten hurt. You can call me the tourist. What's your name? I'm Faith. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. So what brings you to Mafia Town? I'm exploring the planet, making friends, that kind of thing. Oh, so you're a tourist too? Cool. I'm here on vacation, but that gosh darn Steve from accounting had to one-up me on his vacation destination. So I'm trying to take better pictures than Steve ever could. You nod. Say, from one tourist to another, is there something really cool in Mafia Town to explore? I'm curious. The tourist stops to think for a moment. Well, there is the Mafia headquarters. If you use that cannon over there, it'll blast you right up there. I went up there once, but they wouldn't let me in. I just really wanted to take pictures. You make a face and stop for a moment. I'm sorry, a cannon? Is that safe? Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. Huh. Guess I'll give it a try then. Wish me luck. Good luck. You walk over to the cannon the tourist pointed to and look at your wing kid, who flashes you a thumbs up. Well, if you've been told it's safe, it's worth a shot. If a fellow tourist told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it? The answer is yes. Heh. Shot. Beautiful. You lift the lid and climb into the cannon, and just when you get comfortable, boom! You're ejected straight upward with incredible force. You scream as you shoot high into the sky. At the apex of your flight, you see a large building appear in front of you on a platform suspended by a geyser. You scream again as you begin to descend, falling down. I love the happy little mafias with their squids. You land on the platform, face-planting ungracefully onto some red carpet. You lay there uselessly as you take stock of yourself. Somehow, you're miraculously completely undamaged. Your face is just a little sore. Your face! You hear another cannon shot and lift your head just in time to see your wing kid land in front of you. You get up as she runs ahead to the guards in front of the building entrance, presumably to get them to let you in. You follow her, and the guards move out of the way, letting you in to see the inside of the Mafia's mysterious headquarters. I love the little remixes. Well, you weren't sure what you were expecting out of the Mafia headquarters, but this wasn't exactly it. It's a dimly lit casino and restaurant that smells strongly of cigar smoke, fish, and spaghetti. Papyrus would approve. Worst of all, it's not even good spaghetti. Papyrus would approve. The Mafia goons watch you warily as you enter. You glance around, not entirely sure what to do while you're here. You were just kind of off lying by the seat of your pants. I think that's a typo. You didn't think you'd get this far. As you wander about, a goon approaches you. What is your business in Mafia headquarters, alien and little child? Looks like you gotta decide fast. Fuck. I'm here to see the Mafia boss. That's the person whose route I'm doing, so that's who I'm gonna pick. Well, Mafia boss lives at the Mafia HQ, right? I figured I'd come by and talk to him. He seemed pretty interesting. If you were being honest with yourself, you kinda like to get to know him more. Ah, you are here to see the boss. Go straight ahead into the theater. But do not disrespect boss of Mafia, or all of Mafia will come in to punch you. Oh. Okay, fair enough. The goon walks away. You start to walk onward, but your wing kid jumps in front of you to block your way.
The Mafia? Are you sure?
You nod, despite her obvious surprise. Hat Kid beams at you, proud of your bravery. She waves excitedly and skips over to the theater before waving you in enthusiastically.
If you say so, the Mafia aren't really that scary anyway. They're just a bunch of meatheads.
She sticks her She sticks her tongue out and blows a raspberry before bursting into a brief fit of laughter.
Well, whenever you're ready, let's go.
You stroll into the theater, confident. This is the opposite of how I would be behaving. There's no way this can possibly backfire. That's a fucking lie. You and your smaller friend make your way through the theater, skirting along the edges as to not disturb the Mafia goons around. She seems to know exactly where she's headed, fortunately for you, considering you already feel lost just looking at this place. Given how huge it is, getting separated in here is the last thing you want to do. This route is long! I thought Conductor's route was long. This is long. It doesn't take long for her to wave you into a dark passageway at the back of the theater. A big grin is plastered to her face as you go through the thick curtains she's holding open for you. Once inside, you rub your eyes to help them adjust to your dark surroundings and try to make sense of what you're seeing. Ah! The riches! They're too bright, they burn! There are thick crimson velvet curtains draping down from the ceiling to the checkered tile floors. A long red carpet is spread down the hallway beneath your feet. Lining the walls are several serial, comically large portraits of the Mafia boss and some of his goons. Man, what a nerd. It's cute. I'm kidding. The kid with you starts slapping your arm quietly but frantically while pointing down the corridor. There looks to be a throne, resting in the center of a massive pile of golden coins adorned with stars. $7,878, 7,879, 7,880, and 7,881. You hear someone counting, the click of metal hitting metal following each number. Oh. What? That's it? Last month we made nearly twice as much! Citizens have no respect for Mafia these days. We take over island and sell stinky fish. So what? Have we not made Mafia Town better? A chorus of affirmative grunts and cheers from the several goons around the chair filled the hall.
So I don't know if you've noticed, but that way's the boss.
Hat Kid chuckles nervously and scratches the back of her head as she looked out towards the group of Mafia.
Did I mention that he's got a temper and he'll get really mad at the slightest insult? Whoops.
She gave you a muted half-smile and a sheepish shrug. It's only the Mafia. They'll only kill you if you screw up. Jesus fuck, I'm scared. No big deal.
Aw, don't worry, Faith. I don't think they've spotted us yet, but we should probably figure out how we're gonna get past them and straight to the boss. Or out of here if you've changed your mind.
Well, I've come this far. Why not just say, hello, how's it going?
Good idea. Hey, meathead!
You cover her mouth quickly, chuckling nervously when the goons turn to face you. Oof. I'm offended. I'm not a rat. I'm at least a possum. Surround them, men. Do not let them escape. He claps his hands, and suddenly a wave of blue surrounds the two of you, blocking off your view of everything but their boss. He steps off his crimson throne and slides down his massive mound of coins before lumbering up to you and pointing the strangest rolling pin you've ever seen in your face. You, rat! What are you doing in Mafia headquarters? He gives your shoulders a few quick pokes and taps the top of your head, making you wince and pull away in annoyance. You are not Mafia. You are weak like little baby. Explain yourselves and be quick. You'll make me lose count of my earnings. You mean your muggings, boss? Mafia boss's features fall flat as he lets out a disgruntled sigh. Yes, the muggings. Now, where were we? Get to the questions. Will you just get to the questions already? I'm not causing a fight with this dude. I'm not. No, I don't like causing fights, period, but not with the boss of the Mafia. Mafia boss sneers and pulls his rolling pin back, leaving it to hang idly at his side while he looks you over. The rat has spunk. You want to cut to chase? Good. Let's begin. What is your name? Leroy Jenkins! It's Faith. I know. You told me in that little hat girl's ship yesterday. I also know that you only arrived a moment before that party. And I know you and this child have been snooping around Mafia Town. He smirks at your puzzled expression and balances his rolling pin on the tip of his index finger. On the tip of index finger. Do not look so surprised. Mafia has eyes everywhere. There are no secrets here. Now, why did you come here? I don't want to lie. I don't want to cause a fight. But I don't want to join the Mafia either. I don't actually know. Just, I wish I could save. Just dropping by. We just wanted to drop by and say hello. Like heck he'd believe that. Despite your profuse sweating and incredibly unconvincing tone of voice, Mafia Boss seems to accept your excuse, acknowledging it with little more than an eye roll and a wave of his hand. He clambers back up the money pile and sits upon his throne. Mafia Boss sits silently for a moment, thinking deeply about something as he scratches the side of his head with the rolling pin. You're just starting to think that you're totally screwed when he shoots his free hand out and barks an order to his men. Place them in the holding cell. You mean one by the stinky bathroom, boss? He drags his hand down his face and grumbles a quiet yes before a disproportionately large hand reaches out and plucks you from the ground by the collar of your shirt. You glance over to find your friend in a similar situation. She looks far more upset that she's being carried around than you feel. Fortunately for you both, the trip is short, only a brisk walk down the hall and through the casino before you're tossed haphazardly into a tiny cell next to a boarded-up bathroom. You don't even have a chance to stand up before the bars slam against the ground, locking you and her inside. I guess I'm in jail now! Woo! Peck! Hat Kid crosses her arms over her chest and pouts as she stares at the Mafia goons while they walk away.
I didn't think they'd lock us up. I figured we'd annoy them for a bit, then just leave. Oh, don't worry though, this isn't my first time here. I know a way out. You're locked up with a kid who has dead people, a giant walrus, a knife bird, a groovy penguin, a sweet cat chef, and the entire Mafia as her self-proclaimed friends. And yet here you are, wondering why she was locked up the first time.
I'm gonna stay here. Hat Kid's eyes light up as she looks to you with absolute glee.
Really? I knew you'd like them. You'll find out that the Mafia are a bunch of big softies too if you hang out with them enough. Oh, but they'll like you better if you just wait for them to come back, so hang in there a bit longer.
Hat Kid smiles and winks before grabbing one of the planks propped up against the wall. She then pushes it through the slits in the bars and carefully aims it towards a totally inconspicuous red and yellow button on the floor. Ah, yes, very inconspicuous. Big old button! Just sitting there in the middle of the floor. No one will see it. It's fine. One well-glided throw later and the button is pressed, lifting up the bars. Hat Kid escapes, but before she takes off, she pushes the button again to put the bars back down, leaving you in the cell alone. A few minutes later, the Mafia goons return, a deep scowls accentuating their puffy eyes and heavily shadowed features. Long story short, they don't look too happy. Boss, tell us to speak with you. They stay silent for a moment as if awaiting some form of response. All you manage is a meek nod. He has one question for you, little alien. He points directly to your face and brings his bulking form closer to the bars, peering down on you with a severe expression, while the entourage of the other Mafia stand around him. Do you want to join Mafia? The question catches you off guard for a second. Well, now that I've been asked by an actual Mafia member, yes! Honestly, it was probably the last thing you would have guessed he'd say, all things considered. You're too busy reeling from the shock to realize that you haven't yet answered him until he asks once again. Hold on. I have a viewer! Woo! Hello! I don't understand what you're saying in chat. Are you asking me to turn down the volume? Because I can definitely do that real quick. Testing, testing. Is this better? Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Is this better? Okay. I said, do you want to join Mafia? Yes. There's probably well over 1,000 pounds of muscle standing around you ominously, carrying enough power in their enormous fists to send you light years across space in the blink of a black eye. No is not an option, clearly. The Mafia look positively giddy by your confirmation, though, hopping up and down like little kids whilst clapping their hands. They're little teddy bears in giant burly man bodies. I'm the littlest Mafia recruit. This is cute. Alright, just say Mafia is best and you become littlest Mafia recruit. Is that easy? Mafia is best. Whether or not your heart is in it, saying a few words is a lot easier than taking a Mafia punch to the face. Whatever whatever doubts you had melt away as the Mafia begin to applaud wildly, cheerily elated to have a new member join their ranks. Before you know it, you're swept up in their arms and being carried away. You are Mafia's first initiate since we come to Island. You hear one of the men exclaim jovially, followed by a chorus of cheers. It's kind of cute, honestly, seeing these big guys acting so soft and happy over getting a new member. Maybe being Mafia won't be so bad. You aren't quite sure when you stopped paying attention to their route they were taking, but before long they set you down in a cozy little room with a soft bed, a nice concrete floor, and a quaint wall of iron bars. Oh, lovely. Oh. Another holding cell. Sensing your immediate shift from excitement to concern, one of the Mafia goons steps forward, holding up his hands defensively while he speaks. Shush, shush, it's okay, little Mafia. It's temporary. Tomorrow you become full-fledged Mafia, but tonight... He gestures to the room with a wide sweep of his hands. You stay here. It's only to prevent sabotage. Boss does not want saboteurs. You nod meekly and pat the surprisingly plush bed. One night in a less than second-rate prison cell probably won't be too bad. The Mafia looked relieved to see you cooperating and smiled brightly before bringing you an extra blanket and pillow. Is it soft? I like soft. How accommodating. If littlest Mafia need anything, just give shout. And with that, you're locked in, sealed away in a tiny prison cell somewhere deep inside Mafia HQ. No big deal. The music cut off at the perfect moment. What the hell? This isn't even the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you. At any rate, joining the Mafia... You just gonna stand there, my dude? Probably isn't the worst thing you could do on your second day on a new planet. You basically got hired right away. Way easier than the interview process back home. With little else to do, you decide to go to sleep, wondering why you're doing any of this as you drift into a restless slumber. Hey, look at all the progress! Holy shit! That's twice the amount of progress I got on the conductor and snatcher on my first nights. Ugh. You groan softly as you roll onto your side, stretching and wincing as your back pops. Ow! That plush bed you fell asleep on didn't seem so nice anymore. I swear the end of that bed is wiggling. I need sleep. With a deep yawn and a few more prolonged stretches, you manage to pull yourself upright and blink slowly as the room comes into focus. I'm gonna save that. Yep, you're still in a little prison cell. Nope, it wasn't all a crazy dream. A quick peek out the tiny window above your sad excuse for a bed reveals that it's well into the morning already. The sun is shining brightly overhead, and there's a gentle breeze blowing in the scents of the ocean. Stinky fish and all. Great, lovely, amazing. It's a good thing I go noseblind fast. They must have let you sleep in, which seems like an odd thing for the Mafia to... There's my morning alarm. For the Mafia to do for a new recruit. Hopping off your bed, you take to looking around, confirming that neither your friend nor any Mafia goons are around. However, you discover that the door to your cell isn't actually locked. Escaping would be relatively simple, assuming there was no one around. Sit and wait. You sit back down on your bed and fiddle with whatever you can get your hands on. The blanket, some loose stuffing, a frayed hem on your shirt, whatever. Several minutes later, a startled gasp makes you snap your head up to see a pleasantly surprised Mafia goon staring at you through the bars. Little Mafia is still here? Oh, his tiny eyes! Oh my god! Usually citizens leave when Mafia turns back. No, I'm still here. He throws the unlocked door open and beams happily, waving you out of the small cell and into the narrow corridor. Let us go, little Mafia. Boss will be pleased to see you stayed. Even though you're completely willing to walk back there with the Mafia, the goon picks you up over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes, which makes you grunt in surprise. Wait, why are you carrying me? Is Mafia tradition. Also carrying people is fun. Okay, fair enough. The goon takes you into the room to Mafia Boss, who is sitting in his chair looking a little sleepy. Did he just wake up? As you're set down gently by the Mafia, you dust yourself off as Mafia Boss yawns and rises from his chair. Are you ready for your initiation, little alien? You nod, feeling oddly excited for it. After all, it's a brand new experience for you, having never joined a criminal organization before. Oh boy, love this. I'm ready. Such confidence. Well then, let us be off. You're picked up with ease by a pair of goons again and carried into the main hallway of the HQ, where you're put down again. I'm sorry, he just has that sleazy smile. I love it. Let me introduce you to a few of my most valuable members of the Mafia. This is Larry, that is George, that is Ivan, and this is Hernandez. Each Mafia goon waves at you as their names are spoken. You blink. All of them look exactly the same. Now, let me show you to where the magic happens. Follow me, Faith. The Mafia boss walks on ahead of you and you follow. He leads you back behind the bar through a door and into the kitchen. Oh no, I'm gonna have to cook something, aren't I? Oh shit. It's the most disgusting kitchen you've ever seen. You think to yourself that it's probably violating all of the health codes. Every single health code. Fortunately, the boss is facing away from you, gesturing grandly to various appliances and features of the kitchen. This is where we make our delicious food. Only the finest seafood, spaghetti, and gourmet meals exit this kitchen. I see that. What you actually see is a sizable cockroach on a counter, bigger than you've seen before on any planet. You make a note to yourself to never even think of consuming the Mafia's food. Even just the thought makes you feel sick. Oh no, I know what I'm gonna have to do. The boss moves you onwards through a door in the kitchen into a glimmering freezer, which makes you shiver immediately and making him laugh heartily. Everything is frozen and glistening in the light. The fish being preserved in the freezer are enormous, bigger than 3 Mafia goons in a trench coat. I love this game! It's so charming. This is the freezer. All of our fresh fish goes in here, to wait until we are ready to cook it into our Mafia special food. Makes sense. You're shivering so much that you have trouble talking. How in the world did they get this freezer to work so efficiently? You're finally led out of the freezer, through the kitchen and back into the HQ proper, where you're taken into the casino side. Oh no. Now that you have seen where the food gets made, it's time for your uniform. Hernandez, bring out a spare uniform. Oh no. Quick as a flash, you see the goon that you assume is Hernandez disappear and reappear with the uniform in his hand. Mafia boss points to the bathrooms. Now go and try it on. I want to see how it looks on you. You take the uniform from Hernandez and walk into the bathroom, putting it on, only to find one problem. It's way too big for you. These guys are huge and beefy. The fabric is pretty much draping off of you. Not like there's anything you can do about it, though. You walk out of the bathroom, feeling awkward. Mafia boss looks you up and down. His expression doesn't change. What do you think, new recruit? My honesty. I have to. Please don't hurt me. I think it's too big. Saying it makes you feel a bit anxious, but you breathe a sigh of relief when the boss nods. I agree, you look much smaller than the rest of the Mafia. Your uniform will have to be tailored. Go take it off. Ivan will measure you and fix it. Oh. You're not mad? Mafia boss looks taken aback. No, nobody likes a yes man, little alien. It is best for you to be honest with me and your fellow Mafia. It avoids problems. Thank you, Jesus! That's actually a very reasonable response and a reasonable policy. Huh. I'll definitely keep that in mind. I don't have to lie and feel guilty. You walk into the bathroom and take off the new uniform, then come back out in your old clothes. A goon, who you presume is Ivan, approaches with some measuring tape and takes your measurements. He then grabs the uniform and rushes off, leaving you to stand there awkwardly as you wait for him to fix your clothes. So, boss? Okay. Do we have some bots here? Because I noticed that I have some viewers, but they're just spamming the same thing. I mean, I don't care, but like, why my stream? If you're an actual viewer, welcome. I'm glad you're here, but I don't know. So, boss? Yes, little alien? What's this initiation all about? Your question makes the Mafia boss grin widely. You will see for yourself, Faith. You had best be prepared for whatever we throw at you. You gulp and nod nervously. Thankfully, Ivan quickly comes back with your uniform. You change into it in the bathroom, marveled at how fast the goon was able to fix it. The uniform fits like a glove, the blue stripes and red tie flattering you nicely. It shows in your confidence as you stroll out of the bathroom. You look darn good. Good, it suits you well as I anticipated. Now let us get down to business. Follow me, new recruit. You're led out of the HQ in general and out, all the way to the edge of the platform, where the Mafia boss gestures at the view of the town below. There's something amazing about Mafia Town. Maybe it's the sunshine, the breeze, the smell of sea salt in the air. Okay, this is my favorite route. I gotta say, this is my favorite route. This is Mafia Town. It is our city. It belongs to us. By joining the Mafia, it is now yours as well, Faith. Wow. Are you ready for your initiation? Yes? You see Mafia boss grin at you before feeling a push on your back, causing you to fall and plummet off the platform, screaming all the way down. Splash! Thank fuck I landed in the water. You land in the ocean surrounding Mafia Town. Once you manage to make your way to the shore, another splash soaks you again, making you sputter. Ha ha ha! Did I surprise you, new recruit? Mafia boss seems to have jumped down after you. Now the both of you are soaked. You screamed like a little child as you fell. But do not worry, tiny alien. Gravity is very friendly here. You will not get injured just from falling. I'm glad. That's a relief. You breathe a sigh of relief as you climb onto the shore and stand up. Well, that's a relief. I was really scared there. Mafia boss climbs out of the water and shakes himself off like a dog, spraying you with yet more water. Great. I could tell. The look on your face was priceless. But now you know to have no fear. So do not worry. You frown, a bit peeved, while Mafia Boss laughs, but you end up laughing it off yourself. No harm, no foul, you suppose. Led by Mafia Boss and a few goons, you're shown around town, though they're all fixtures you saw on your way in. The balcony, the observatory. As you roam, you can't help but notice the damage to the town. Collapsed roofs, unfinished construction, water leaks. Isn't the Mafia going to do something about this? Or are they the cause of the damage? As you ponder this, you see Cooking Cat and the 3 kids hanging out. You smile and try to wave at them, only to see Mafia Boss notice and stop you. Mafia, go show those kids that they are not welcome during the initiation. Before you object, 3 goons run up to them. Meanwhile, the boss takes you by the arm and leads you to the docks with the rest of the goons. As you arrive, you see the familiar face. It's the tourist. He's taking pictures of the amazing ocean view, blissfully unaware of the goons approaching him until it's too late. Oh no, wait, please, leave me alone. I didn't do anything. This is Mafia's beach, tourist, and it looks like you didn't pay the toll. You know how this ends. The goons all clench their fist, preparing to mug the tourist. However, Mafia Boss gets an idea and orders them to stop. Wait, we have a new recruit. Why don't you do it this time, Faith? You freeze, and so does the tourist, who only notices you just now. What? You heard me. You do it this time. Let's see what you've got. You look at the tourist nervously as the goons begin to cheer for you and encourage you to attack him. What will you do? I pretend to punch him. What's the big idea, pal? You're supposed to pay the toll around here. Thankfully, the tourist catches on immediately, pretending to be scared. Please, have mercy. I won't do it again. Apologies ain't good enough for the Mafia, pal. You begin to feign punching the tourist, who plays along, flinching and crying out in fake pain as the Mafia goons cheer you on. I'm doing so well! You take a handful of pawns from the tourist with a wink and walk back to the boss proudly. He looks relatively impressed with you as the tourist walks away without a single injury. Good job, Faith. You're a natural. I knew you had potential. No, thank you, boss. That was fun. Mafia Boss takes you by the arm and starts to lead you back to headquarters with a smile on his face. I have big plans for you, Faith. I think you'll be our most valuable member in no time. Really? You think so? Mafia Boss seems quite happy with your performance. It's a huge relief if you're being honest. Yes, I can see the hidden potential in you. All we must do is develop your skills. After all, you're committed to the craft. You didn't back down. As far as I'm concerned, you are on the track to greatness. I see. Now you're really beginning to worry. What have you gotten yourself into, Faith? Oh, look at all the progress! Holy shit! Oh, I love this game! I want it to be updated some more. Oh, I love this game. I want more! I want more! I want more! Give me more! Okay, this is only a taste of what's to come, but we've put our hearts into what we have so far. We've worked hard, and we hope you enjoyed it. I love this game! It's so charming and beautiful, and I really hope they keep updating it. Oh my god, the conductor looks so pissed. That's amazing. Okay, well, I guess that'll be it for now. I'm gonna look up some fan fictions involving the Mafia Boss, because I'm fucking weird. Thank you so much for watching. Please, no rude messages, comments. Please don't be rude. I try to keep my channel a judge-free zone, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye!